semi-live, baby, from somewhere on this planet. It's the last laugh with your host, King Joker.
Let the good times roll.
What's up, Dueling Amino family? It's me, your boy, the one and only, like I've said before, the often imitated but never duplicated King Joker, coming at you semi-live, baby, from somewhere on this planet. And with me today on the box, I've got the one, the only, the first shot fired and the last shot you will ever hear, Big Bad Boomshot. Boomshot, what's up, brother? How you doing?
What's up?
What's up, man? All right, so I realize you're a busy man, so let's go ahead and jump right on in. All right, man. Yesterday, as I'm sure you heard, man, or saw rather, I was speaking with Mirage, and by the way, very cool person to talk to. Offered a lot of good advice, and I really appreciate his insight on a lot of things, especially on deck building and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and get on to the topic of multi-teaming, man. What's your take on that?
I don't know. I feel like Mirage did give a good argument over that it's all right to multi-team, and I wouldn't be against it, to be honest. It seems like a cool thing to do. I'm not really against it. I'm against the stuff that happens after it. For example, I feel like it could cause a lot of problems for most teams, and I don't know. I feel like it can cause a lot of problems, wars, just overall heat between teams and stuff, and not just between teams, but also between players and people in the amino. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do, especially during times of war, because especially if you're going against a team that other members are a member of, other team members are, you know what I mean. Let me spit it out right. Especially when you have members of the team that you're in that are you're at war with the team that they're also members of, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And
then, you gotta pick a team, and then the people in the other team are gonna be mad at you now because you picked the other team over them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do actually, and it's then you gotta, there's a trust factor and all this other stuff that falls into play too. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not really. Yeah, like I said, I'm not really against the liberty of just being I'm all for you being able to go outside and not be confined to one team and basically pledging your allegiance to that one single team. But what I'm against is the stuff that happens after, like I said.
Oh, I mean all the bad feelings and such, and yeah, I definitely feel you on that one. Like I said yesterday, I mean when I first joined Team Hellfire, I mean there multi-teaming was like taboo, man. I mean there was no multi-teaming. You were with that one team, and that's who you pledged your loyalty with. But evidently things have changed.
Stuff has certainly changed.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've been on here for about a year now, and it's totally different from the beginning. I'm telling you.
Oh, absolutely it is. I mean, from what I've seen, man, the amino is constantly evolving. And for the most part, it seems to be evolving into a good thing, and that's why I do this. Excuse me, there I go burping again. Good grief. But what I was trying to say is that that's why I do this. To help promote and help project the good things that will come out of this.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
And so yeah, man, Yeah, anything I can do to help, further the longevity of this amino is what I'm getting at, and get more people active and interested, and plus I like doing it, man. It's hella fun, so. Oh, man. So anyways, man, what was it, about 3-4 nights ago, man, I had Fatal on, and he said he really enjoyed facing you, as a matter of fact. You and your aliens deck.
Yeah, I heard. And you see, the thing was, okay, so the first game, right? When I went up against him,
Mm-hmm.
right? I was completely concentrated on what I was doing. And then he had to go somewhere. I'm not really sure. He had an errand to run, and so I had to wait a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And so that time where I had to wait, I literally, like, my sister came and she just put a movie in, and I just started watching it. And then when he came back, I was completely like not concentrated at all. And it was still fun. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like I actually could have won that.
Oh, well, perhaps perhaps there'll be a rematch in the future. That I think I would like to see that. As a matter of fact.
Yeah, I'm certainly looking forward to it.
Well, right on. By the way, before we get too further into this, what team do you represent?
I represent Team Scorpio,
Team
if you've heard of
Scorpio.
them.
Okay, right on, right
Yeah,
on.
which is Dre Knight's team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then I was misinformed when apparently I was misinformed when I mentioned Dred's team before the team battle royale. Somebody told me it was Team Signers. So Dred, much apologies for that, man. I am so sorry.
Well,
Um,
it's all right. I mean, us and Team Signers are pretty close. So like, you know, we pretty much it's kind of like a alliance kind of,
oh, okay.
and also seeing. Yeah.
So you guys are aligned with Team Signers then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. Much like Team Balloons and Team Pharaohs, how they merged.
Yeah. I mean, nothing great compared to like Team Faroons because you know how they became ginormous.
Yeah. Right next to us. I think, as a matter of fact, we're like the two biggest teams on the amino. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Hellfire and Team Faroons really are the biggest. I feel like.
Yup. And if we ever went against Team Faroons, man, I think it would be a veritable clash of the Titans.
I mean, I guess.
Not that I'm saying I want to go to war with them, because, but I'm just saying if we ever did.
I mean, for some time, I honestly thought Team Hellfire was dead because there wasn't really that much news about it. It was kind of, just there.
Right. Well, an amazing thing happened. For the longest time, we were actually dwindling on the brink of being snuffed out, and then we all pulled together and we started stoking the fire again, and now we're burning, nice and hot. So
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah.
it is. That's I think that's like the second time we've come back from the brink of death. And this time, God willing, we're gonna keep burning as long and hot as we can, babe. So, absolutely on that. But
Yeah.
what about some of the other decks you faced in the battle royale, man, and some of the other
Um,
players?
I went up against Mirage,
Mm-hmm.
and he was using a Gravekeepers and Amazonas, I believe. The Amazonas one was really interesting, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I like the only way I knew that I could beat the Amazonas deck was with my Psychic deck,
Right.
and that was only because I run one Cosmic Cyclone, and I just drew it, and I was like, oh my god, thank God I drew Cosmic Cyclone.
So you definitely had a heart of the cards moment there.
Yup.
See, for people that don't think, hey, it doesn't exist. Yeah, well, it does. I've had a few of those myself, and the whole time I've been like, oh, thank you, Lord. I appreciate it. Oh, you
Yeah,
one
it's
big
just
guy.
when it happens,
I'm
it's like
sorry,
your
which
opponent doesn't even expect it. Your opponent doesn't even expect it, and you just bam win the game in one turn with
right?
that one card that you pulled.
Oh yes. But what about some of the what about any upcoming cards you might be looking forward to hopefully releasing?
Um, See, thing is, I don't really know that much about the TCG, so
Mm-hmm.
I can't really give my honest like opinion on that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I'm just hoping for some awesome cards, and hopefully Konami does like actually give us some good cards because they've been giving some questionable cards lately. Like you've probably mentioned before.
Yeah, matter of fact, we were talking about that last night. Such as when I was talking about the prohibition card. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, strictly if nothing else. I mean, if nothing else, but for my own personal amusement, I hope I hope they release that card and I get one. So, or two would be great.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, they could release it on one.
Well, that's true. They
They could
could.
release. Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't completely break the game, but it would be not like an awesome card to have. Just
Right.
troll your opponents.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but I can still see a lot of players getting pissed off about it.
Yeah,
I
they probably would.
oh yeah.
They probably would.
I think a card like that would really level the playing field on a few things, especially
Mm-hmm.
especially
Yeah, for
decks that
sure.
especially decks that rely on that rely on a well placed back row.
Yeah, like most decks. Well, not as many as before,
Hmm.
but yeah, a lot of the decks still pretty much rely on that.
Yeah, they do. They do. I believe I mentioned yesterday. I was looking at uh, was duelinksmeta.com trying to find subject matter to discuss, and I went to the tier ranking thing, and so far still Amazonas is still sweeping overall. Uh,
Yeah,
brought and that's tier one top tier stuff. And also, bringing up, I mean, very close behind it was Spellbooks, and then bringing up the rear was Sylvans. What would you think would be your take on Sylvans?
I don't know. See, it's interesting, but at the same time, it's like basically cheating. I just built a Sylvan deck recently, and I've been trying it out, trying to get KOG with it.
Mm-hmm.
Just before this interview actually, I was playing it, and I don't see it's complicated, because on one side it's amazing for you but terrible for other players.
Right.
Um, yeah, I think I would rather go with skill to like climb instead of just basically winning with Sylvans, who's basically cheating.
Right. Because I
But yeah,
mean, yeah, I mean, as I've stated before, man, I mean, they basically play themselves,
hmm yeah,
and
Sylvans. I'm telling you.
yeah, and I mean, honestly, man, I mean, I'm like you. I would rather just rely on my own decision making and skill to get where to get as far as I can. And
Yeah,
I mean, if I
sure.
can't progress anymore, I mean, then I got to sit there and reassess, where my weakest points are.
And and like and another thing I want to add to this, Sylvans actually help you climb a lot better, but another deck, let's say a Gooch deck like psychics, right,
Uh huh.
will be a lot more fun and skillful to play in PvP. You know what I mean?
I do indeed. I do indeed.
And it's I mean it's cool to win and all, but
Hmm.
I would rather win with skill than actually just basically cheating with Sylvans.
Right. How would you feel about? I mean, also, I mean, I want to get what your take is on, say like Cyber Angels or something like that.
I feel like Cyber Angels have I don't know. Like before, they used to be like top tier meta. Everybody knew them. Everybody hated them.
Hmm.
And now they're just kind of dying off. You don't really see them as much anymore. You still see them, just not that much.
Right. Very much like
Um,
harpies. I mean, harpies have pretty much died off the map.
yeah, they're pretty much dead.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're about as broken as you're gonna get.
You know, I think DK mentioned this before. During night. Mai has actually given a lot of meta changes to the game since she was, you know, introduced. Or
Right.
she was always in the game, but like harpies and the windstorm of Atequa
Mm-hmm.
and Amazonis, you know.
Yeah, that seems to be her main thing now because when they first started, she started giving out cards. It was all about harpies and stuff like that. And now every
Yeah.
time you get an Elegant My event, very rarely do you get a harpy card, but you get
Hmm.
more Amazonis now. Spells and trap wise and monsters and such.
Well, Konami has to like advance the game and give some variety. Either way, I feel like you can't just give the same thing and expect people to be, content with it.
Right, right. But yeah, once again, I mean that's Konami ever evolving the game. Um, I don't know. It seems to me, uh, with the recent card choices they're making, it's almost as if they're kind of dumbing down the game a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Um,
Like with all the recent changes and everything.
right. And I don't know. I mean, the game is still fun. I will always love the game. I'm always going to want to play the game. But when you get right down to it, man, when you read some of the effects on these cards, man, it's like, Jesus, what I mean? That's just like, common sense, more or less.
Yeah, I feel like if they want to introduce stuff like this, they're gonna actually have to evolve the format of the game to be able to better suit these cards that they're introducing.
I agree with that 100%. But anyways, man, oh, good grief. I tell you, man, it's hot in here, brother. Maybe I
Yeah,
should take,
I could feel it.
right?
So, yeah,
Maybe I should take Kute's advice and get a fan.
you really should, man.
Yeah, but I'm definitely going to be filming season 2 inside the house, man. This is absolutely ridiculous. But I'm going to tough it out and finish out season 1 out here. Yeah, I mean, I started out here. I'm going to finish out here.
Mm-hmm.
But
Better
yeah,
start where
the
I
what?
mean, better finish what you started. Better finish where you started. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, man. But season 2, yeah, I'm going to be chilling in the air. So, but yeah, man. Absolutely. Honestly, like I mentioned yesterday, man, I watched that 2017 was World Championship augmented reality duel, man, on YouTube. And what did you think about that? Have you
sorry,
seen it
what?
or
The what?
the was 2017 was it a Yu-Gi-Oh World Championship augmented reality duel?
Ah, yeah, that was actually really cool. I watched it like a while back,
Mm-hmm.
and it looked amazing. But I think you actually had to look at the screen, and not, I don't know if it was like actual holograms, but I think you had to like look at the screen, and it just kind of pops up.
Right, right. But I mean, how cool would that be, man? If it actually, I think personally, man, we are just one step closer to, actually having the reality of the TV show. So,
Yeah, that would definitely be amazing. Imagine me just like, or imagine someone just playing basically Duel Links, but and like real life holograms and everything. Basically the anime.
right, absolutely, man. That would just be just friggin' cool as hell. It would be indeed. Um, so, let's see. Oh, excuse me, just a second. I had to crack my neck. Anyhow, what other teams or players are you looking forward to facing here in the near future? Or is it just take on anybody that has the stones to duel you?
I just want to see the best from everybody. To be honest, I just want to do. I just I don't really duel for competitively. I more or less just duel for
Did more or less what?
more or less duel for fun.
Oh, right on, right on. Absolutely. I mean, of course, I mean, dueling is always fun. Um, is there any particular players you're looking forward to facing, or?
Uh, there's a lot of people on this amino, and it would take a long time just naming everybody I want to duel.
Okay. Do you have any like right now? I mean, just off the top of your head, or?
Fatal for one, I would
Oh.
like to duel. Mirage was really fun in the Royale. She was really fun to duel.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to duel her again.
Yeah, I've.
Or I have no idea. I always get confused. And um, you know, I kind of want to duel Buns also.
Oh, right on. Yeah, Buns. Buns also, man, very very good player. I wouldn't mind taking a shot at Buns myself, and you know, losing royally, as I'm sure he'll probably pick me apart.
The only players I do not want to go up against is probably Saber and Dark Angel, or I forget what her recent name is, but yeah, those are the players I really do not want to go up against because they use top tier meta awesome decks.
Right, right. What about Krona? How would you feel about dueling Krona?
I sweep the floor with them. I'm telling you.
Oh, you'd sweep the floor with him? Because
Hmm.
he's going to be on tomorrow. So,
Oh yeah, I'm expecting his response like 100%.
alrighty. Well, heard that.
I just
So,
want to see his response.
do what now?
I want to see his response to this.
Well, I can pretty much guarantee if that's an actual challenge, I'm sure he will accept. Um, oh man, but yeah, man. Actually, I think I would like to watch a rematch of you and Fatal. I think that would be good. And as far as Mirage goes, man, I've dueled her myself, man. Very, very good card player. Um, yeah, I
Oh
thoroughly.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed dueling with her. I've dueled you before too, man, and you've just beat the hell out of me. So,
Another player I forgot to mention is also Mark, because I heard he came really high in the Royale, and I
uh huh.
really want to see that and how that actually played out because I didn't actually get to play him in the Royale.
Are you talking about Mark Blue Dragon?
Yeah.
Ah, yes, Mark Blue Dragon, the gentleman with the Armed Dragon deck from Team Dragonair. Very cool. Once again, another very cool guy. I didn't actually get to, speak with him, but as I've stated before, people like their privacy, so I try to respect that as much as possible. Um, you know, but yeah, man, very cool guy. Um, Actually, myself, man, I think I'd like to try. Think I'd like to try dueling Mark myself and see how I'd fare against him. You still with me, Boomer?
Oh, sorry. I had it muted for a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mark definitely. I would definitely like to play him.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, man. But anywho, man. Let's see. Like I said, man. I mean, I'm sure you're a very busy guy, and I'm not going to take up too much of your time, bud. But
That's cool. I'm sure I got tons of time now.
oh, you
Well,
got
that
time?
is if you want to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm fine. Um, so concerning the tier ranking in the meta, man. I mean, how do you think it should go?
The tier ranking?
Yeah, the tier
I
ranking.
think it's fine as it is. Yeah, I think it's fine as it is. I feel like aliens should really get out of tier 3 because I don't really see them anymore. I mean, they're doing pretty good in ranked PvP.
Mm-hmm.
I basically used them to get from DLV 0 to DLV max. But I don't know. I just don't really see them enough to actually call them like top tier.
Okay. So you don't see them as a potential threat to top tier anymore?
feel like they could stand against them, but the consistency is probably what mostly, wouldn't really stand against the consistency of any other top tier deck that's out there.
Mm-hmm. Right on, right on. Whew. But anywho, I noticed that a lot of decks had actually dropped in tier ranking, man. Such as like the Noble Knights and Six Ams, man. They dropped quickly. I might
Oh,
add, as well
yeah,
as well as like
they were
Bujins
high.
too. So
Yeah, they were high potential before, and they just kind of dropped off.
yeah, so I mean I don't know exactly what happened there. But I guess they just weren't strong enough to take out the Amazonas and the other top tier ranking decks.
Mhm. I feel like those decks could really have a chance, but I don't know. I feel like they need just a bit more support for them. They aren't as aggressive as other decks.
Right, right. Um, let's see. As far as decks go, would you prefer a more offensive deck, or would you more prefer a more well laid tactically placed deck?
I feel like it depends. Depends on what I'm going up against,
Mm-hmm.
as anything else. Yeah. I feel like I go more for a tactical deck usually, just because that's more variety, kind of. You can have more combos and stuff. And as far as a defensive deck, it's basically just playing defense and waiting until your opponent basically tires out.
Right, or runs out of their good cards, and they're left with nothing but crap. So
Yeah.
yeah, I hear you on that one. But other than that, man, oh good gracious. Speaking of events, right now the Zane Truesdale event is going on in Duel Links GX.
Yeah,
Uh,
that was a pretty big letdown. I was expecting way more.
really?
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I was expecting some actual Cyber Dragons, some good actual support to the
Right.
deck. But I don't know. I feel like maybe Konami is just waiting until they actually release Zane, which they really need to do like fast now.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're overdue with releasing some more GX characters. I myself am actually wondering when they're going to release the third Egyptian God card, being as we already have Ra and Slifer. So I'm just wondering how much time is going to pass before we get Obelisk.
You know what?
I was wondering when Konami is going to release the third Egyptian God card. Since we already have Slifer and Ra. I was just wondering, when we're going to get Obelisk.
Yeah, they've been teasing that forever.
I know. I mean, it's with as much as they've been teasing it, man. I mean, it's almost like like waiting for Merrick all over again.
Oh
Um,
God, not that again.
yeah, I know, right? Because I remember before they released Merrick, man, there was all the buzz on the amino about when Merrick was going to come and all this other stuff, and
Oh, and also, like way back in the beginning of Duel Links, when they were about to release Pegasus, it took forever.
oh, I know, right? Oh my God.
I'm not complaining about it because they kept on giving me gems. So,
Right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I definitely feel you on that one. Um, I think it'll just be a matter of time before they finally release Obelisk. Hopefully, it'll be this year. That would be nice.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, right? But as far as events go, man, I'm really looking forward to another Elegant Maya event, so I can get some more Amazonas cards from her. Because I mean, I've said before I'm not an Amazonas player, but now I'm starting to get into it now. And
I
do
I
what?
actually feel really bad. I feel like I'm really not. I don't know what's the emotion, but well,
But well, yeah. Um, yeah. But anyhow, well, I mean, like I said, I mean, I can't wait for Elegant Maya to come back. I think Super Joy will be back first before she does, and hopefully, Super Joy will come back with some better cards. I'm hoping. But yeah, man. Is there any events on the amino you might be looking forward to, or any coming up? Hello. Hey, Boom. Uh oh. Did we lose him? Uh oh. Bear with me just 1 second, folks. 1 second. All right, folks. Sorry for the technical difficulty. We had a slight disconnection, but we're back with Boomshot.
okay. Where did I cut off?
Um, we were talking about Obelisk the Tormentor, I think.
Oh, oh.
Ah, yes. And I think the last question I asked you that I didn't get a response on was, what events on the amino are you currently looking forward to? Hello? Hey, Boom? Bad connection. Oh, doggone it. 1 more second, folks. Hold on, please. It's
That
all.
took a long. Yeah,
Uh,
I'm sorry for that.
it's quite all right, man. It happens. It happens. But anyways, man, is there anything on the amino you might be looking forward to?
Um, not at the moment, but I don't know. I'm just kind of getting back into amino. I started vlogging again.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I just starting to get back into the thing of amino.
Oh, well, right on. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, man. Well, anyways, man, Boomer, that's going to be just about our time almost, brother. Is there anything you want to say? Any words of encouragement you want to give? Anything like that?
Yeah. Last thing I want to say is that you do not have to be good. You don't have to be pay to win to be good at the game. That's all I'm saying.
I hear you
I
on
mean,
that one.
it only took me a year, but I got here without paying at all a single cent.
That's awesome. That is awesome, man. Very good advice, Boomer. As the man just said, practice makes perfect, more or less. In other words, you don't have to give your money to Konami, folks. They're rich enough. Oh my goodness. Well, Boomer, man, it's been a blast having you on the show. I really do
Yeah.
appreciate it very much.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'll gladly have you anytime you want to come back on.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Hey, no problem, brother. And thank you for doing this and for sharing your insight, man. And I'm gonna cut you loose, and you have a good day, my boy.
All right. You too.
All right, man. Thanks a lot, man.
Peace.
Peace. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the big bad boom shot. The first shot fired, last shot you will ever hear. Very, very cool guy to talk to. Thank you very much, Boomer, for being on the show and for sharing your insight and what you think is, and what you think. It really means a lot. Thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure y'all been looking forward to this. Tomorrow is going to be the season finale. Pardon me, let me fix my face. Here we go. Tomorrow, man, is my season finale with my very, very special guest, stellar card player, the one, the only, you know him, you love him, the mighty Crota will be on the last laugh, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a cool thing. I'm excited for it. I'm stoked for it. And like I said, if you have any questions for Corona Man, please, by all means, PM me, and I'll ask him, and we'll get those answers you crave so badly. All right, folks. So once again, coming at you semi-live. Oh, by the way, I did want to mention, I am already getting my Season 2 lineup underway. Oh, my goodness. Next season, man, I'm going to be having Haragi Yuzu. I'm going to be having Duke. Y'all know Duke. Y'all know Yuzu, man. You love them. That's great. I mean, I love them too, man. They're family. And not only that, man, I'm going to be having Buns, Sushi. Y'all know Sushi. If you don't, you need to. Great player. And so far, man, I mean... Oh, and also, I will also be having Curator Seto Kaiba on here as well. That'll be... I mean, that's just the beginning lineup of Season 2, folks. I mean, it's going to be a very, very cool thing. I'm seriously, like, really excited for it. So anyways, man... like I said, from somewhere on this planet. Coming at you semi-live, baby. It's your man, King Joker. Out!